All right, welcome into another playoff edition of Watching. I was just live on the stream during this game, game two, actually, game one, NLCS Brewers Dodgers from Milwaukee. And this one is about none other than my guy, Blake Snell, who shoved tonight, allowing one base runner over 8 innings and actually facing the minimum since he picked that guy off as well. He was coming off of a tremendous postseason start. His first one, actually both of his outings in the postseason so far. 7 innings, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk versus the Reds, and 6 innings, 1 hit, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts versus the Phillies. Now he gets the Brewers, and he cut through them very easily. So let's just get right into it. Let's watch every single pitch of this game. First inning starts off Jackson Chorio with a first pitch changeup. Now, I'm pretty sure changeup was his most used pitch in this game. In fact, that's really where we should start. I'm sorry not to do this to you guys, but I'll just take a second. We'll look at Snell's breakdown. 38 changeups was his most used pitch tonight. 38 changeups, 28 fastballs, 22 curveballs, 15 sliders. I think most of the sliders came towards the end of the game. He achieved 45% whiff in this game. That's outstanding. And the big culprit was the changeup. 14 whiffs on 23 swings. That is 61% whiff. That is out of this freaking world. And really, everything was great. 45% whiff overall. 78.4 average exit velocity against him. So even when they were lucky enough to put wood on the ball, they didn't do shit. He was up to 96.1 on average tonight with his fastball. That's 1 mile an hour over his season average. 1.6 miles an hour up on the curveball, making it even harder to lay off of. And the changeup actually came in slower, 0.6 miles an hour slower. So your fastball's faster, your changeup's slower. Sounds great to me. More separation there is always a good thing. All right, so that's our primer. And he throws a first pitch changeup to start off the game to Jackson Chorio. Backs it up with a 96.7 mile an hour fastball. Now, this is a ball, but 21.7 inches of induced vertical break, meaning incredible backspin, incredible lift, incredible carry, incredible ride, whatever your word that you want to use is, he's got it in spades. And earlier tonight, people were asking me what makes this guy so hard to hit. Let's just start there. He's got a really good four-seam fastball for a lefty. It's well above average in velocity for a lefty and for a starting pitcher. Tonight he was averaging 96 with it. So on a basic level, his fastball's hard to hit. That's number one. And then, where that really separates itself, though, is the fact that his fastball is his worst pitch. So it's really freaking good, but it's his worst pitch. Here's one of his best ones, changeup. They just cannot hit this pitch hard, and if he gets it down, they usually miss it. Has tremendous separation off the fastball, both in speed and in movement. 81.3 right there, off of 96. That's 15 miles an hour. You can try to stay back all you want. It's going to be very hard. All right, here's Yelich. 97 right down the middle. Beautiful. Fastball in, just off. Very competitive pitch here. Really a great take by Yelich, honestly. Going to triple up on the fastball here. Beats him again inside. Looks to me like Yelich is sitting on something off speed here. So 1-2. He's going to go ahead and give it to him, but he's going to try to get it into a chase area. And I've been saying it for a long time, but Blake Snell's ability to throw his curveball behind the plate, below the zone, this whole area right here, is an 80 grade. It's best in the league. He's unbelievably accurate at doing that. And that's a quick strikeout a lot. Like, over half the time he executes that pitch, they just swing and miss and go back to the dugout. So that's the second out of the first, and here comes Contreras. Velocity outstanding out the gate in this inning. 97.4 on this 0-0 pitch. Right to a perfectly executed changeup away. These two pitches are going to tunnel. They're going to look like they're the same. The fastball is going to continue on into the righty, and the changeup's going to peter out a little bit this way. That's what you see here, and Contreras is left way out in front as that pitch was very slow. Another changeup, another perfect pitch. So he just has the ability to read this. Where are you in your timing? If I'm him, I think I might throw another changeup down and away. Yep, changeup again. Almost gets him right there. And this pitch is nowhere near. But yet, he still almost swings at it. Just showing how deceptive this pitch truly is. No swing there. Pretty good hold up. And we get to a 2-strike, and now he's going to go to the curveball. So, changeup, changeup, changeup. You think he's going back to the heater? No. He'll go to a perfect curveball. And this curveball is so effective because all those changeups that were down below the zone, this ball starts higher than those. Those pitches were starting around here. This curveball starts much higher. So, because it's higher, he's like, oh, I have to swing at this one. But it has way more drop on it, so it still gets to that perfect kill area. Again, he's tried it twice with curveballs. He's made the pitch both times. All right, we're off to the second. And Mr. Bryce Terang. First pitch fastball away, dotted. Setting up a perfect tunnel if he wants a slider away at any point. Decides to stick with the heater down. This is actually a really good pitch to hit, but this speaks a little bit to the backspin that he's getting on this pitch. This is 21 vert. Top of the scale. Top of the scale. There's a reason why these pitches get mishit. If I throw this pitch, probably going to get barreled really, really freaking loud. But he gets it to 0-2, and now he can just execute one up, I would guess. Yeah, now he gets it more up. No way you're going to cover that. The pitch up's going to feel a lot faster than that pitch down. Terang's under it. And a harmless pop out to Kike. That is one out in the second. Here comes Andrew Vaughn. Fastball in. Great pitch to Andrew Vaughn, 0-1. He has a pretty big move in his swing with a deep load and then a pretty big linear move towards the ball. And I feel like if you can get him on fastball timing, he's very susceptible to getting out front on a changeup. That's exactly what happens there. When you make a fastball up and in, the way Snell did on that first pitch, makes hitting this pitch next to impossible. He does a good effort at it. Really good extension through the ball. Gets it off the cap, 80.3. And it's a one-hopper to Mookie. Mookie plays some good shortstop in this game as well. Nicely done there, too. Takes his time. He's looking very confident out there at this point. All right, now Sal Frelick. Sal Frelick would be part of one of the weirdest double plays I've ever seen in my life in this game. I believe in the 4th inning. Bases loaded. Out in center field. Goes to rob a ball. And chaos ensues. Somehow getting a double force-out double play. So, I'm sure you've all seen that. But Snell jumping ahead here. Fastball up, ball. So he's throwing a combination of fastballs and curveballs so far. Here's a left-on-left changeup, basically an unfair pitch. Sal Frelick, no way you can look for this pitch. This pitch, he's about to dive for something on the inner half. Just kind of a defensive take, honestly. And now we're at 3-2. And a curveball. Little front door curveball. Frelick hits it, but really hard to hit that pitch. Really hard to square up a pitch that's dropping straight down. It's a little harmless fly out, and we're on to the third. Caleb Durbin. He's going to get the only hit of the day off Snell here. Let's see what happens. Fastball up and away. Doc's talking to Lauren. Changeup away. The ability to land the changeup behind in the count. He's got that shit on lock. I mean, he just drops this changeup in here, up and away. 2-0. If you're looking for a fastball, you're not getting it. Now, when I slowed you down, my fastball will play. You're late. Beautiful getting back in the count there. Little 2-0 changeup, fastball in, executed. Fantastic sequence to get back in the count, and we're at 2-2. Tries to double up on that, misses a little more middle, gets kind of punched to center. So that's the only hit of the game. Off Snell, not great contact. I would say if he had his, if he did it exactly the way he wanted, you know, he'd probably want the pitch a little higher. He'd probably want to get it up here, but you know, the target's just in. So they're shooting for over here. Obviously, he misses in a slightly more hittable area. It happens. Good swing, base hit. All right, that brings us to Collins. Gonna start him with a curveball. Drops it in. Very nice. First pitch dumper, we used to say. Here comes the changeup off that. This is a ground ball pitch, so he's looking for a double play. But it's so freaking good, he gets the swing and miss. If you're way out ahead like that, typically, as a hitter, you're going to hit a chopper to shortstop or third base if you make contact. But he's so far ahead that it's 0-2. Here comes a pickoff. And then another changeup. Yeah, he was so far ahead on that changeup, no reason to go away from that. Gets the chase off the corner. And there's the first out of the inning. Well, let's see the check swing. Out of curiosity. Yep, that's a swing, sir. All right, Joey Ortiz. We'll start him with the heater in. So when he throws heater in to righties and gets a called strike in there, it really opens it all up. Now his changeup for a strike is tough to hit, and his changeup for chase, I mean, it feels so far away that they'll never reach it. Also, now he has a... Oh, there's the pickoff. So they try to make something happen. This is what the Brewers do. Very well-timed pickoff here by Snell. Let's see the move from the side. Kind of a standard move. They were going first, obviously first move here. Yeah, so that means you're just reading that he's going to go home. You're not even trying to do the whole is he picking me, is he not picking thing. You're just going first move. Dodgers are all over it, gets a free out. I would have loved to get these outs in my career. It never freaking happened for me. It sucks, but great for the guys who get them. Awesome there. So we're still in this at bat, though. 1-1 count to Joey Ortiz. Fastball up and in. Can't quite get there. It's too much for him. Should probably double up on that. They end up going way in. Jams it really bad. He does a great job throwing the ball in. Also, like I mentioned, Mookie's defense. This was a tremendous play by Mookie. We'll watch that in a second. But look at this location. I mean, it's just really hard to beat 97 to the spot, let alone it has good ride on it. But 97 in there, just really hard to beat it. And if he gets you to swing at this and you hit a foul ball, well, guess what? You're getting a changeup after it. But, you know, completely sawed off. 72-5, which necessitates a pretty athletic play by Mookie here. Comes and gets it with the one hand. Throws off the wrong foot. Very nice technique right here. One hand. Left foot plant. Right foot. Flip jump throw thing. Beautiful. Just in motion. That's what you got to do. If you're a shortstop at home and you want to learn how to really play, try to field everything on the run with one hand and make a throw from any angle. Do that over and over again. You'll be great. You'll be great very fast. All right, fourth inning. Jackson Chourio. Probably the second slider we've seen all game. Little first pitch backdoor slider to Chourio. They're showing a replay of the crazy double play there. Curveball down ball. That's a typical sequence. Slider to curveball. You see a lot of that. Oop, change up off of that. So Chourio, this is the second time through the order. He started the game off with a changeup to Chourio, so he's being very careful with him. And this at bat, he goes slider, curveball, changeup. So some savvy pitching right here. Here comes a 1-2 curveball attempt. All right, so the first time he overcooks a curveball. Actually, the fact that he gets a trigger on this, and look where it lands. It lands way up here. Just shows you how good the curveball is. But it's 2-2 nevertheless. He's going to try to make that pitch again, make it a little better. He sees the trigger. This time Chourio with a much better take. Snell gets it more or less where he wants. Definitely pulls it in a little bit. That had more horizontal break than he's accustomed to. But still a good pitch. 3-2 changeup. Dotted. Honestly, a great foul ball. Perfect pitch there. His feel for his changeup really takes him 20 notches higher. Curveball down. It's actually a pretty good swing. Rolled over foul. They're guarding the line, so he might have been there. And now he's going to go fastball. 98 down for a strike. Now, this is good by everybody involved. I think this is a good take by Chourio. I really do. How could you possibly swing at this 98 pitch going towards your shins? But it is a strike, so that makes it a great pitch by Snell. Fastball down is a freeze pitch in this situation where you've gotten some takes below the zone. So maybe they're going for that. I don't think Will Smith has the best catch in the world here, but it's good enough. Sells it. So it's actually good on everybody, and including the umpire. Because the umpire called a strike on a pitch that was a strike, even though that pitch, I don't think it's called very often in that presentation, in my opinion. All right, Yelich. Second time with Yelich. Struck him out the first time on a curveball. Four-seam away ball. One of the rare times Blake doesn't get ahead in the count. 2-0. Goes for a curveball. Gets an awkward foul ball. Gets back in the count at 2-1. Now he's going fastball. This time gets it there. It's such a good fastball if you're getting that by Yelich. That's a pretty hittable location. I feel like Yeli's going to smash that ball to left center quite often. But that just flat out beat him. 2-2. Slider coming. Ooh, Cam. This doesn't work because it starts too low. The previous fastball was a little higher than this. It was up here, right? So this ball is, it comes out of the hand. It's already this low at least. Easier take for Yeli here. And we're at 3-2. Looks like he's going to get him with a fastball. So, I mean, honestly, Yelich just not on the fastball. Showing you the quality of this heater. 97. Doesn't have the 20 on it, but puts it down and away. 97, left on left. Hard to hit. Still hard to hit. Yelich kind of just not as good there. Blake Snell's like, I'm just better than you tonight. All right. Contreras, first pitch slider ball. Immediately to the changeup. Perfect changeup. The changeup's his get out of jail free card right now. Curveball's been great for put away. Fastball's been quality as well, but the changeup's been immaculate. There was another one there. He's going to triple up. Contreras is not seeing this at all. Look at the swing. I mean, this is a half swing, paddle swing. Throw it again. Yep, I would have thrown it again. Gets him to swing off the plate. Oh, Snell makes a nice PFP here. So he's pitching great. He's fielding great. And he's through 4. Outstanding. On to the 5th. Bryce Terang. First pitch curveball. Drops it in. He's been 0-1 awfully a lot. Pretty good formula. Fastball in off the curveball. 2 tough pitches back to back. Ooh, slider. Just a little bit low out of the hand. If he gets it a little bit up, it's money. Yep. Just like I said, the previous pitch was a little low, a lot easier to take based on the location of the first 2 pitches. Let me just illustrate that. We don't have this camera for the first pitch, but this is where the curveball was. Curveball's kind of medium height, right? Okay. Second pitch is the 4-seam, and this pitch is medium height in. So then when the slider comes out, this one right here, as you can see, it's already below medium height. Even at this point, it's probably at least here. And pretty quickly, it's trending down. That's why it's an easy take. I said he's got to get that slider in a little higher lane to get the swing. Well, look what happens here. Ball comes out in a much higher lane. Much closer to where that fastball was. This ball comes out. It's probably up here. This triggers the swing. And then the pitch is absolutely disgusting, dotted on the outside corner. So it's all about laying the trap, where you start it, where you finish it, having a feel for that. Blake Snell knew just because he threw a bad rep didn't mean it was the bad pitch choice. It was still the right choice. He just had to execute, goes back, executes it, gets the punchy to start the 5th. And now Andrew Vaughn. First pitch, changeup, perfection, down and away again. Just tremendous command. Tremendous command of the changeup. Excuse me. Another perfect changeup, rolled over to short. Mookie's there again. Hold on, let me watch Mookie here on this play again. This is another one where he stays back on it. He's gotten so confident with his throws. Slangs it over there, nice play. And then 2 outs for Frelick. Gonna get ahead of him with a slider. He's faking bunt. He's trying to make something happen. No dice there. Another slider. perfect location, and another great play by Mookie. Plays himself into the big hop here. Ball's coming. It's around second base bag. He just stays patient. Gets that hop. Stays in rhythm. And makes the play. Knows his runner. Didn't take too long. Beautiful play there. We're on to the sixth. First pitch, dumper. Now he's finally pitching with a lead. But nothing changed for him. He's just an absolute Jedi flow state right here. First pitch, dumper, curveball for a strike. Second pitch, perfect changeup. Gotta stick with that. Yep, goes with it again. Doesn't get the chase this time. Ooh, he says, I don't believe you. Ooh, this time gets the called strike three. So a little bit of an oddity there. But that was actually probably pretty hittable. But it just shows how domed up the hitters are at this point. He's just controlling everything. All right, Isaac Collins. This is going to be a three-pitch punchy. First pitch, heater. Perfect, up and in. That's his preferred 0-0 pitch, I would say, to righties, if he can swing it. Change up off that swing and miss. Nowhere near that. Tremendous pitch. Wow. Again, the changeup is on an absolute string tonight. Oh, and then he's going to give him the perfect curveball below the... Yep. This one's not even close either. But, I mean, the tunnels, the angles... You're just in big trouble against him on a night like tonight. This is him at the peak of his powers. Getting ahead in the count. Has the changeup on a string. Curveball below for chase anytime he wants. Fastball's got extra hop on it. Look at that changeup on us. I mean, it's like... It's literally at his beck and command. Like, he's just beck and call. He's just like, change up away, perfect. Change up away, down. Okay, big deal. I'll throw it again. This is the 9-hole hitter. Change up, change up, change up. Change up. 4 in a row. Joey Ortiz is like, are you freaking kidding me? Here comes the curveball. Gets the rollover. So 4 changeups and a curveball. I can't think with him. Can you think with him? I'm not thinking with him. I just know they can't hit the changeup. So he's going to lean that direction. I would say that. All right, 7th inning. Back to the top of the order. This is the 3rd time through. Choreo. This has been an interesting battle to this point. Changeup again, down. Changeup again. Foul tipped. Changeup thrice. Out in front of it again. They're just not adjusting. Man, changeup is such a potent pitch when you have it like this. It is on lock. Yep, throw it again. Ooh, this one even slower. Also showing ability to toggle the speed on the changeup. This time, that was super intentional. This was incredible. This is next level shit. 79.3. 5.3 inches of vert. So, pretty droppy for him. 79.3. I've seen 85s in this game. Let's see him slow his body down here, but it's okay. Oh, it was pretty late, though. I think it's pretty late. I think his delivery's in pretty good rhythm till the very end. Dude, that's just fantastic feel. I think what he did there you would call killing the backside. You don't see the back leg kind of come flying through. It just kind of lingers behind. Let's see if there's a fastball here, just to compare. Well, of course there's not for a while. He's been throwing a lot of changeups. When I see a fastball, we'll compare it. All right. That was Choreo. See you later. Yelich. First pitch curveball coming. Drops it in top of the zone. Another ideal first pitch. This sets up a perfect tunnel for slider. Just throws it a little too low. So the other thing is, like, I've mentioned how he's missed on a few sliders tonight down. It's a good miss. It's just the ball. It doesn't hurt you. It's not a miss down the middle. It's not a damage pitch. It's just you threw a pitch in the dirt. It's okay. You know? I think that's underrated sometimes. If your misses are just not going to hurt you, you know? So here's a better slider. So he went for the correction. He's done this a few times now. Slider not executed. Tries to throw it again. This time he pulls it a little bit away. Nevertheless, pretty good attempt. 2-1 here, going back to the curveball. So curveball, slider, curveball. Gets a borderline call there, but I mean, dude, like, can you think with him? He's tough to think with right now. Curveball, slider, slider, curveball. Okay. Another breaking ball, probably. Nope, he's going to go change up. Great take by Yelich, honestly. Maybe he started this ball a bit too low. Yeah, probably. But we're in this is baseball. This is AP baseball. Now back to the curveball. So no fastballs in this at bat. And he gets him to chop it in the ground for an easy out. It's crazy because he bullied him with fastballs earlier in the game. So you would have thought at some point that would have been the back of his mind. Like, I can still get him with my fastball tonight. Curveball, slider, slider, curveball, changeup, curveball. I mean, unbelievable sequencing. All right, William Contreras, another guy leading him off with a changeup. So, it's also great self-awareness. Like, the changeup's working. Throw the damn changeup. They're not on it. Don't make the mistake of not throwing the pitch that's the most effective. So again, this is a triple up. I think he quadruples up. Yeah. So Chourio got all changeups and Contreras got all changeups. That's 8 changeups to those 2 righties to convert the 2 outs. It's impressive. It's impressive. And we go to the 8th. I was hoping he could get 9. It ended up getting a little hairy in the 9th. They do eventually get the save thanks to actually Blake Trinan coming in for Sasaki. But this was the 8th. Gets to a 1-1 count here versus Terang. There's that low slider again. 2-1. He's going to go ahead and fix it. So this is one pattern that I've seen at least a little bit with the lefties. Not afraid to, and honestly, it's been the same to the righties with the changeup. He's just not afraid to repeat a pitch just because he threw a bad rep with it. And I think this is the final stage for pitchers, is where even when you throw a bad rep with a pitch, like you throw a really bad slider or whatever, just throwing it informs what you have to do to make the 1 pitch adjustment, and now you can throw a good one. Like, you don't lose it for more than 1 pitch. You might make a slight technique error, and then you just use that to correct your mistake on the next pitch. That's what all the best guys do. That's what he's doing. He's using his miss to inform his next great pitch, which is just tremendous feel. And it kicks in at some point in your career, at least for the best ones, and he's one of the best. 95-4. So now he goes fastball to Vaughn, dots it away. Hasn't done that all game. Slider in for Chase, gets the chase below the zone, and it's a chopper. So weird sequence here. First time all game that he starts a righty fastball away on purpose. He's set up down the middle, but gets that call away, and that sets up an interesting tunnel that they try to play for the slider. For the chase, though, I just thought this was a little risky because if he throws this ball, I don't like this pitch. This is probably the first pitch I don't really like in a while. If he throws this pitch here with this pitch type, it might get cranked over the wall. We have a tie game, but he doesn't. I'll give him credit for the execution. He gets it down here, and he rolls it over to third for an out. And one more out to get. It's going to be Sal Frelick. First pitch curveball for a strike. It's been there all day. That's a prerequisite if you're going to have a game like this. And this is, I don't know where this ranks on my postseason list so far. Savage, Schlittler, certainly Skubal, Crochet. There's been some outstanding performances as he's 1-2 here on a changeup. But I'm going to put this one right up near the top. 8 innings, 1 hit, 1 base runner. This might be the best performance of the postseason so far in totality. And it's against the best team in baseball record-wise at home. And they're pesky as heck. This was a 2-2 slider attempt, a little overcooked, and then I think he locks him up on a curveball to end his outing. So Frelick couldn't think with him at all. And this was an absolute masterclass, a masterpiece, a freaking masterpiece of a game. Now, I said I was going to watch Blake Snell from the side on a fastball so we can see if the back leg comes through a little more. Yes, 100%. So relative to that changeup before where he really killed the backside, look at the leg come flying through, whereas the other time it kind of dragged through really slowly. Like I'm doing it now in the video, but it was really slowly before. Now it's like kind of rolls through. So that's what he did when he threw that slow changeup. In his mind, he just said, don't do anything with my back leg. just like dead leg it. So that's a strategy some guys will use. It never worked for me, but I certainly understand why some guys used it. Just another refresher really quick on his outing tonight. He was incredible. I wanted to check up on the velocities on this changeup because that's very fascinating to me. On the day with the changeup, he threw it as high as 87 and as low as 79. So that's the ability to throttle that changeup. That's tremendous. He also throttled his curveball 4 miles an hour, as well as his slider 4 miles an hour. So the ability to go plus or minus 4 miles an hour on a lot of pitches is crazy, and he went almost 8 miles an hour on the changeup. That's special level feel. That has taken him to another freaking level this year. And the final box score on him was 8 innings, 1 hit, no walks, 10 strikeouts, 103 pitches, only allowed 3 hard hit balls all game. And then we'll give you the pitcher 3D as we always do on this. We need to get the pitch types. First, we're just going to show his 4-seamers. I mean, pretty much competitive or above the zone most of the time. Very little in the dangerous bottom part of the zone with a 4-seamer. The ones that are off the plate to the glove side over here have really good angle to them, so those are nice. Let's see what those look like with the change-ups. I mean, you see they both come out kind of along the same line here. And then one goes one way, one goes the other way, and they're 14 miles apart. I don't even need to really show you anything else because that is the magic that he did tonight more than anything else. But I will show you the curveballs off the fastballs as well. It's another dynamic. There is no hump in this curveball. Very little humpage in the curveball. You know, comes out pretty flat. There's fastballs that come out on the same line as that, you know. That's a big factor with the curveball with Blake Snell. And look at that buried location on the bottom down here by the plate. Those are all chase locations. Otherwise, at the bottom of the zone, all these balls down here. Really, really good stuff from him there. Let's put the sliders in here. And they look like curveballs. They're just a little more downward and a lot harder. So you see the effect. Everything kind of comes out from the same spot, goes to different places at different speeds, and all the pitches on their own are nasty. So he's really doing it all. This was a tremendous outing, probably the best outing of the playoffs. Dodgers go 1-up in the series. And that's all I got for you on this outing. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Set your notifications for my live stream if you want to be in the chat. It's been a good time. Anyway, thanks so much for watching my videos and checking me out. Have a great night. All right. Adios. Bye.